Kaspa has broken the power law, but does that invalidate this theory completely? We know there's only two cryptos that follow the power law. Number one being Bitcoin and then Kaspa. But if the power law is broken, that would be detrimental for a lot of people's ideas on Kaspa. After all, the power law states that Kaspa will be worth hundreds of dollars in 10 years and has a very, very bullish trajectory. In this video, I'm going to go over all the recent price action of Kaspa, including it dropping to under 13 cents, how the power law is invalidated, compare it to Bitcoin's, and Kaspa may be getting a big tier 1 exchange listing, guys. We're going to get into everything Kaspa and more, but first I want to welcome you back to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense, guys. From the bottom of my heart, I'm truly grateful for every single one of you. But if you're not subscribed, please pause the video, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification. Now let's get into the video. Fastest open source, decentralized, fully scalable layer 1 in the world. I'm extremely bullish on Kaspa. There is no other layer 1 in all of crypto that I have more faith in long term. It truly is the better version of Bitcoin. It truly is the silver to Bitcoin's gold. I truly believe Kaspa will be used for peer-to-peer digital currency. I truly believe that Kaspa will overtake Solana and eventually Ethereum with smart contracts and KRC20. But the price action has a lot to do on the power law and people's belief. And it did invalidate that recently, but does that matter long term? If we take a look at where Kaspa is right now in the overall chart, it's around $3.7 billion. Sitting at 22nd overall. It is still in front of Pepe, Internet Computer, and Uniswap. I believe it was in front of Matic momentarily. But let's get into this power laws. We can see here the fair price of Kaspa right now is sitting at a coda. So 25 cents, and it is at 15 cents currently. So Kaspa just getting to its fair value is a very excellent return. But we could see the support is at almost 18 cents, 17.7 cents. And I really want to show y'all this chart right here. And let's zoom in on it. And you can see the support price is right here in blue. And it's something that I had been monitoring. We broke out of the support price momentarily for about from 427 to about 519. So for a couple weeks here, we were trending outside of the support line. But then we got back in it and we got pretty close to fair value. And now not only did we break the support line, we momentarily broke what they're calling rock bottom support price. So technically anything outside of this would invalidate it, but it went out of it and came back the exact same day. So I don't believe something like this we can look at and just take any 1 millisecond data point and say, oh yeah, it's invalidated. Kaspa sucks. Kaspa's going to zero. I don't believe that's fair. I think we really need to look into the charts and see what we are seeing. And so if we take a look at this, let's go back down to the 30-minute time frame. And if we really zoom in on it, we could see that the invalidation of the power law happened at, let's back up a little bit, guys. The invalidation of the power law, if we go look on 8/6 and with a total support of right at 13 cents. So let's draw a line on that invalidated support. It would be at 13 cents. So when we look at how long we really stayed outside of that, if we are on a 30-minute chart, you see it never stayed out of it on this 30-minute candle. It wicked down to it and came back up. Same here, wicked down to it and came back up. It was under it for these candles, but it was only under that time frame completely for not even one whole 30-minute candle, I don't think, because if we look right here, it actually went above that. So I don't believe we can really say that it had even a 30-minute candle close outside of that 13-cent marker, but we are still far outside of what's considered support price at 18 cents. And so when we look at this, I think it is very, very crucial for Caspa to get back up to 18, 20, 25 cents very quickly, or we could potentially invalidate this. We could see if we go back previous times, and I wouldn't worry right up here at inception. I wouldn't worry about that too much. But there has been time that we spent outside of it on the high side. And when you look, this was about from 820 to 10. So about 6 weeks. On this instance, we spent outside of it 11:15 to 12:06, so about 20 days. And here we spent outside of it from 12:30 to about 5, so about 45 days. And I know y'all are saying, Freeman, we don't care if it invalidates on the upside. That's pumping our bags. We only care if it invalidates it on the bad side. But guys, we have to look at it both ways. But something that everyone always follows is Bitcoin. And we know Bitcoin follows the power law, and it follows it pretty daggone good, guys. But if we look at this, we got to keep in mind this bottom axis right here is like 40 years, okay, from 2011 to 2040. So that's 29 years. And if we zoom in on this, the most time frame that we've really spent outside, and it was on the high side, it looks like, was from 1127 to about 1205. So only about a week Bitcoin from this chart has ever spent outside of the power law bands. And when we look here, we have the resistant price, 75 percentile, fair price, 25 percentile, support price, and then rock bottom support price. So I really don't even think this rock bottom support price we should be going off of. It should honestly be these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. But guys, I do think that we can come back up. I don't think it is completely unvalidated, but this has been something that I don't really think we will always follow. And the reason I think that is because I just see mass adoption coming for Caspa. I don't think it's going to be invalidated to the downside. I think it will be invalidated to the upside because I truly believe it can pass up something like Solana this cycle. And I believe that we still have a 5x with the overall crypto market, at least a 4x. A 4x would put us at $8 trillion, which would put this spot right here somewhere around $280 billion. Okay, so what would that do to the price of Caspa? For Caspa to get it to $280 billion, that would take approximately a 70x, okay, which would take us to somewhere around $11. And I know that's extremely bullish, but I provided the data to y'all in previous videos. So if it got to that price point anytime in the next couple years, it would completely invalidate this chart. You can see here the resistance price is $5 on December 23rd, 2026, when Santa Claus will be coming to town. But Caspa is not slowing down. And why do I think it will just blow this out of the water and invalidate the power law? Look at this 720 petahashes. This network has never been more secure. It was at 400 petahashes at the beginning of April, guys. And now it's almost double that. A lot more people are mining, a lot more people are securing the network. Y'all know we've got almost 25 billion current supply with 85% of the supply already being out. And there's some big Caspa moving around, gentlemen and ladies. Look, 1 hour ago, 25 million Caspa, almost 4 million US dollars moved. Okay. 10 million moved. I really wish we could see where these were moving to. If these were moving to like a decentralized exchange wallet, or if this was like a type of cold storage, like a Tangem or a Ledger or something like that, that would really give us some information on, are these, Caspa being transported to sell, or is this Caspa that is just moving and people are holding on to? But if we take a look at Caspalytics, I really want to take a look at what's been happening with the overall holders and everything, and the people that are holding Caspa. Because when we look, everything is going down a little bit. This is addresses holding 100 US dollars. Okay. You can see it had addresses of 210, and now it's down to 200. 100,000. Addresses holding 100,000 plus. As you can see, they were 6.2 thousand and now it's down to 4.8 thousand. So a lot of whales, a lot of big people, dolphin, shark, whales have been cheating, but they will pay the price. Kaspa is not going anywhere. Even if we go into a bear market right now, which I have my prediction on what's happening, and it's not that yet. I don't think it's happening yet. Even if I am so bullish on Kaspa long term that I am willing to hold my bag throughout this all. I will sell every other altcoin for profit, but unless Kaspa does a parabolic rise to $15, $20, I'm not going to take anything off the table. I'm going to hold it and continue to acquire more Kaspa because I am just that bullish on it. And when we look, this is Kraken's roadmap. We know one of the biggest issues Kaspa has right now, or not even issues, I almost think it's a strength, is that it's not listed on Binance. It's not listed on Coinbase. When we look at this, it is missing a few of the biggest players in the industry. And Kraken has listed it right here on their roadmap. Kaspa, they're looking at listing it. I think it'll happen when everything starts heating up because they are having to buy this crypto at low prices just like you and I. And when it gets to 20, 25, 30 cents, they want to sell it to regular investors. And that is how they make their money on top of fees. But let me know, guys, what do y'all think about Kaspa? Has it invalidated the power law? Do you believe in the power law? And does it matter, or has Kaspa still got a lot of gas left in the tank like I think it does, guys? Watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Freeman and Finance family, what are we doing? Subscribe. I love you all.